Okay, very good morning, everyone, and welcome to the briefing for Thursday, the 18th of May. So first of all, taking a look at the chart, we can see we're still in this area of high pressure, but they have actually painted on this trough line here, just over sort of the middle of the country, and that extends down towards Lasham, which may bring us some showers later on this afternoon. But otherwise, up until then, it should be nice and settled, and picture outside quite at the moment is quite nice. Going ahead to tomorrow, actually maybe a little bit more unsettled than it has been forecast. It has been a bit variable forecast this week, but this front coming over us potentially sort of mid-afternoon tomorrow, and another trough line painted on there. Further ahead, sort of still just about in an area of high pressure, so hopefully it will stay settled as we go into the weekend. Spot winds today on the south coast, looking at about 050, so just sort of northeast, but further into the country about 220, so sort of northwest, and that's 5 or 10 knots. So I think here we'll have a fairly northerly drift at about 5 or 10 knots, potentially swaying a little bit easterly or westerly at times. And that's the current view from above, fairly clear over our area with some more cloud out to the north and sort of the frontal systems out to the west. May see some showers popping up throughout the day. Rain radar isn't picking up anything really at the moment, but if we look at the rainfall forecast, this is 10:30 to see a few things developing as we go ahead to sort of close to midday. You see actually a fair amount of scattered showers develop around us. And yeah, going throughout the afternoon, you see various just scattered showers. None of them actually hitting Lasham on here, but it's quite hard to predict. Public forecast is saying that it's going to be nice and warm today, certainly, with actually quite a settled picture until about 4 o'clock. It reckons there's a small chance of showers, but I think anywhere from sort of 1 till 6 we'll have a chance of the odd shower, but nothing is going to stop us flying for very long, I don't think. Wind, we're looking at sort of light and variable, trending from the northeast, but potentially going a little bit west later on, but it's pretty variable by the looks of it. Good visibility, and UV index getting a little bit higher later on. GFS is suggesting a top temperature of about 16-17 degrees in this area, and a dew point of about 10, so a reasonable split there. And that's the current view outside. Nice and warm. And nice blue sky out there, looks very nice. Current temperature at Lasham is 16 degrees with a dew point of 9. And wind saying north-northwest at 2 knots, so very, very light. Farnborough is reporting 1 knot of wind from variable directions. Good visibility, not much else. Forecast reasonably short, scattered clouds at 4,000 feet. But they put a prop 30 in here for 10 UTC to 15, so 11 this morning till 4 o'clock this afternoon for light rain showers. So similar to what I guessed. And top meteo, flight distance today is showing sort of more out to the west and to the north, potentially good for sort of several 100k, 400 or 500k potentially. I somehow don't think people will be doing necessarily quite that much, but they're saying it's going to be good nonetheless. Thermals, if we go for 10 a.m., not a lot, and so 11, 12. Yeah, looks like we'll have cumulus up to about 3,500 feet, maybe 4,000 feet as we go later in the afternoon. And this carries on up until sort of 6, 7 o'clock by the looks of it. No dams, none in the local area to affect us. The only thing there is a tool near us, 17 out to the west here, high intensity radio transmissions, which doesn't really affect us. So nice and straightforward on that front. So operationally, we're going to set up on 27 due to that light wind, which is, we favour that runway in this sort of situation. Launch point in the normal position there, cables will be on the south side as normal, winch may be slightly offset due to that northerly component at height, something like that, and aeroturning off the north side, with the possibility of switching to 09 later, depending on what the wind does. But as I say, starting off on 27, normal setup. One other thing, we've got a 727 departure at 1:30 local. Part of the reason for going on 27 is they favour that. But nothing else at this stage. So looks like a reasonably straightforward day, and hopefully we can stay on 27. So see you out on the airfield. Bye for now.